G'day there, Facebook. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to today's show. Today, we're going to be talking about, can your business afford to take any economic risk in today's economic state? So, I'm in no way an economist. However, I am dealing within a lot of businesses, doing a lot of research, doing a lot of different strategies in today's market, and doing a lot of things ourselves. And we're noticing a few key trends and some areas of focus that I want to give you guys today, because there's still so much opportunity out there. It's insane. And I want to share with you a little bit of my thought patterns and my ideas around this particular concept, because the way I see it is like the broad spectrum of business at the moment, there's a lot of people giving up. There's a lot of people not doing as much as they should be doing. And there's a lot of people with a lot of fear. And look, there is a lot of uncertainty at the moment. And there's no doubt about that. And I got my frustration is at the moment, and I want to share this with you guys as well. My frustration at the moment is I see too many people giving up, too many people, just frustrating things going on. So I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about this, my thought patterns today, because I want you guys to kind of think a little bit differently, because like the current economic state at the moment and what we've been doing, like for a lot of our scale partners, we've been looking at how can we help add more value to these people, and right across all of our clients as well, how can we add more value? And it's like, well, over the last 5-6 years, we've built quite a large network of people. And it's like, who can we get inside our network that could potentially collaborate, you could potentially do business with, anything like that. Welcome to the call, Mum, Serena. Welcome, Veronica. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Indran. Hope you're all doing fantastically. So we've been going, okay, how can we help a lot of our clients through our network with collaborations and all this type of stuff? And the frustrating thing is, right, I've done a couple of reach outs very recently, actually, to some quite astute business owners, and from my understanding anyway, very switched on, met a few times before, had conversations before and things like that. Reached out to them to, connect them with our clients, right? And I've sent a message and there's been no fucking response. And for me, I understand that, some of these guys are probably busier than what they normally would have been. And there's probably some extra stresses and different things going on in their life and all this type of stuff, right? But when you send a message and the person sees it and they don't fucking respond, it's like frustrating. However, the upside to it is I'm glad they haven't responded, because I don't want to connect my clients with these people that don't freaking respond, right? So the title is today, it's like, can you afford to take risks in the current economic state, right? Yes, you can. Everything, though, is a calculated risk. Everything is a calculated risk. It doesn't mean, hey, I'm going to go and get a $20,000 credit card and I'm going to put the whole thing into marketing this month and we'll, see what we can do. That's just silly. If you've never done it before, that's just silly, right? If you're doing 15 grand a month at the moment and you want to go to 20, that's a different story, right? So my thought patterns is, yes, it is really still a good time to be able to, go through and take calculated risks in this current economic state that we're in right now, where, some places are shut down and all this type of stuff, right? Because when you look at it, the companies that are doing really, really well at the moment, e-commerce, marketing agencies, online business in totality, is the areas at the moment that are getting extreme growth. Amazon, within the first couple of months, created more net worth than what some people, or what 10 people make in a lifetime, right? Things like this is a clear understanding as to the opportunity right now. And if you're not a online business and you have a brick and mortar type front model, it's like you've got to work out a way to be able to switch up your model towards that and take some calculated risks now while this whole switch around and things like that are going on in the world at the moment. And take those risks now while you've got extra time, while some of you have extra time. Some of you that don't have extra time, like I'm guessing the people that I've reached out to recently to connect with clients of ours that decided not to respond, right? And that side of it is, for me, is like, as I said, super frustrating. I was there this morning going, what the fuck are people doing, right? Like, they see it, they don't respond. They see it, they don't respond. You send a follow-up, they see it, they don't respond. It's like, I'm actually glad to a certain extent because they're going to be doing the same thing to my clients, fucking them around. And, you know, when you send a message to somebody with great intentions of just wanting to help people, right? Myself, I never, ever expect anything in return from people. I learned over the many years of business and selling and all this type of stuff, right? To do things for people and not to expect anything in return, right? So, like, for you guys here that are watching the live or watching the replay, you got to be thinking that, like, this is what a lot of people are doing in the world at the moment. This is what's going through my mind at the moment. Every time that you do what these people are doing, right, you are making, you are feeding the frustration that the other persons have when they've taken the time to message you, right? So this is nothing against anybody that this has happened to or anyone that I've reached out to, etc. I'm sure there's reasons behind it all as well, the reasons why there was no responses, etc. However, you know, this is a clear understanding as to why I will not connect my clients with them now as well, right? Which I'm sure people will understand, you know, because I mean, this one of the collaborations I'm just doing some numbers in my head, could be worth easy couple of $100,000 in probably the first year. My predictions would be at least $100,000 at least in collaboration based on what I know about the two people, right? So there would be at least $100,000 there in the collaboration as a bare minimum, right? So it's like, right now, in terms of like risks, you guys like calculated risks is exactly what you should be doing. And you should be thinking, these online businesses right now that are doing well, what are they doing differently? Well, these online businesses are investing in marketing. They're growing their business. They're taking calculated risks there. However, what they're also doing in the bigger picture is they are using collaboration as a way to be able to expand. And, you know, you could quite easily spend more money on marketing, right? Acquire more clients, that's great. However, collaboration is like one of the ways, like you see some businesses that go from 0 to like 7 figures really quick. A lot of them are doing it through collaboration. An element of marketing and collaboration, which is getting them there, you know? Their collaborations are worth millions to them, right? So when you look at what successful business owners are doing right now, and those ones that get extreme growth really, really fast, they are using elements of collaboration. There's several different levels to that. I won't go through that today. I have gone through that previously on the page. However, I will do more of it here on the page for you guys. And no, you won't have to go and download something to be able to get access. I'll just teach it here as I do every single day for you guys, right? So calculate. So taking risks right now, yes, take risks. However, make sure that it's calculated, right? So ensure that what you are doing within your current marketing statistics, or what you're currently doing within your marketing, is increases gradually, right? So increase systematically and gradually scale your campaigns and grow your campaigns to generate more leads, right? Because you want to make sure, and this came up in our interview that we just did for our podcast, the marketing funnels and strategy show that we've just launched. We just did our first episode a couple of nights ago, and the talk was around marketing, but it was talk around marketing as a full campaign, right? Because it's not just, a push on paid advertising, because there's other elements that go into a campaign that you must have in place. The campaigns are sales, automation, remarketing, social channels, pushing. Like it's a campaign, and it's a broad spectrum campaign that all works together. Sales and marketing teams work together, right? All part of the campaign. So when you scale campaigns and you're taking calculated risks on your marketing, you're doing it gradually. You're not just going from 0 to 10 grand a month in marketing spend, right? You're gradually increasing. You're starting small. You're gradually increasing. You're systematically and gradually growing and scaling those campaigns, right? However, you got to be thinking collaboration as well. Who can I collaborate with? Who has who deals with similar clients to me? How can I serve these people? Right? Who has a complementary service? Who even does the same thing as me? Right? However, they hate certain parts of the delivery with their clients, so they don't do it as much as they would like to. Okay? How is that going to fit into what we do? These are all the elements there that you must be putting in place as well, because it's these elements right here that can help you grow that little bit faster. And so risks, when it comes to risks, it's about calculated risk, and it's about ensuring that you do things gradually and ensuring that you do things like scale slowly, right? But you got to be thinking collaboration, and that's what we've been doing for a lot of our clients at the moment recently, right? Is we're going, okay, what are all the different types of businesses and clients and so on that we're working with? And, hey, we're doing all this marketing for them, right? And, we've got clients that are absolutely kicking ass at the moment as well. A lot of our clients. And it's like, who can we connect? What dots can we connect for clients even to help with the collaborative side as like added bonuses around what we do? Because a lot of people at the moment are just relying on one source, or they're just relying on two main sources to be able to grow. And you've got to have several elements to campaigns to ensure that you're going to be able to get the most out of those campaigns that you're running as well. Okay? So it's these little things here and there that you guys can do to be able to amplify what you do, but also take those risks, those calculated risks around it all too, so you can ensure that you can still get the growth. Because a lot of companies now have just pulled marketing budgets. They're not spending any money on marketing at the moment, right? So because a lot of companies have done that, the ones that have continued to market have continued to grow. That's the big difference at the moment. The ones that have continued to market their business at the moment have continued to grow. So you got to look at all of these little elements here that you can utilize within what you're doing right now to be able to experience that growth as well. You give up, throw in the towel, pull your marketing budgets, don't market anymore, don't look at collaboration, and just continue to do things the same way you've always done. You're just going to continue getting the same results. So if you want something different, you got to start switching some things up right now. And this is my thoughts on things at the moment, right? There's opportunities. It doesn't matter what business that you're in. Every industry is all in the same bucket, right? Every person in each particular industry at the moment is in the same bucket, right? I was watching the business channel. I forget the name of the company, right? But I was on the business channel earlier today. It wasn't today, sorry. It was like 2 weeks ago now. It was actually 2 weeks ago now. And I was watching the channel, and it was talking about like a lot of economics around business, spoke about the stock market, usual stuff. They did this one interview and case study with this cattle manufacturer here in Australia. And they're one of the largest producers of beef and all this type of stuff. And beforehand, it was like, direct to business is what they were doing in terms of their model. They switched up their model to a retail model, right? And they started then going, okay, we've got our high-end beef, right, that we sell. And that high-end beef, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. I'm just speaking to you guys right now. And they got this high-end beef, right? So they started then putting that on websites and then selling it direct retail, right? And they were selling like 4 pieces or 3 pieces of beef for like $1,500 or something like that. It was their high-end beef. And that was overtaking, right? The sales from that alone was giving them exponential growth throughout this whole time frame. And that would be what's classed as, they were sort of classed as a, I guess, brick and mortar type model still. So getting exponential growth just by switching up their model, just by changing what they did and continuing to market, right? So it's like a lot of businesses, they're only as good as what they're marketing, right? They're only as good as their marketing. So taking calculated risks at the moment are something that can make so much of a difference to your business, to your bottom line, your top line, all that type of stuff. Taking little calculated risks just to amplify what you're currently doing and start getting better results. So my thing is, none of this is personal advice today. You can take what you want, leave what you don't. My thought patterns are, you continue to market through this stage, you continue to invest into paid marketing through this stage, you'll reap some rewards, you'll come out the other side, and you'll come out the other side actually better than what a lot of other businesses are going to that have completely switched off marketing and stopped. Okay? So take those calculated risks, and with those calculated risks, make sure you track everything, right? Track absolutely everything that you're doing. See what's working, see what's not working. And then scale from there, right? However, also look at collaboration. Look at collaborating with other people that have the same service as you, right? In some way, shape, or form, the same service. One element of your service is something they don't do. Collaborate on that. And if, say, for example, you find other people as well that have complementary services too, plug yourself into the back end of their business. Let them do all the selling and you just literally do all of the delivery. Okay? So look at ways that you can collaborate, continue to market on a very small budget. Collaborate, continue to market on a very small budget. And even, like whatever budget you've been doing with from time to time. We have some people that watch us that are spending $3,000, $4,000 a day on marketing. We have some that are spending $10, $5, right, and on marketing per day, right? So look at taking calculated risks in terms of scaling those campaigns around what you're currently doing at the moment, right? And what you'll see as part of that, you'll start to see things change. You'll start to see things grow. You'll start to see things scale from there. So yes, businesses can do and can take calculated risks. They can take risks in today's marketplace right now. People are seeing extreme growth at the moment. You see it all the way through online business at the moment. They're just literally blowing up. And Amazon's purely one of them. But it's happening through smaller companies, medium-sized companies, heaps of different companies at the moment, right? And the thing is, with all of these businesses, they're all continuing to market themselves. That's the reason why they're continuing to grow. A lot of traditional businesses stopped. A lot of these other online businesses have ramped up. Why? They're continuing to spend on their marketing. They're continuing to collaborate. They're continuing to find new ways to be able to tap into new markets. And this is exactly what you guys should be doing as well. What markets can I tap into? How can I use what I'm currently doing in order to grow? These are all the little things here at the moment that you can utilize. Any questions you guys have, I want you guys to comment below and let me know what those questions are. If you've got any questions that you would like to ask today, hit me up in the comments and I'd love to be able to just give you guys some help. Just let me know what you need. Okay, so Serena says, don't you love it when you think you're typing in the box, but it's not, and it turns Jarrod into taking 100 miles an hour? I should record it. Lol. Oh dear. Hey, Veronica, thanks so much for jumping on. Thanks for watching too, Indra, you're amazing, man. Hey, Mum, thanks for tuning in. Haven't seen, Cherry's not even on today either. Hello, gorgeous. Good to have you come on every day. You're a man of moving forward. Love to JB. Who was that? Indran. Okay, fantastic. Cool. I was close then. Fuel. Well, thanks for tuning in as well, Kerry. Hope you're doing amazing too. Serena CARLI is actually pronounced Vijay. Yeah, so you spelt the name wrong, Serena. Jeez. Awesome, guys. So I'm going to wrap this one up for today. What I want you guys to do is really just give some thought around what I've spoken about today. Put some actionable steps below, right? Two things: collaboration marketing. The ones that stop marketing right now are the ones that are starting to fall behind. The ones that are continuing to market are the ones that are growing at the moment. So you got to think, okay, how can I take what I do online? How can I switch up my model to do other things? That cattle manufacturer, right? They're just a producer of beef, right? So they just cut it up, send it to shops. Switched up the model, exponential growth through each quarter at the moment. It's insane. I'll do my best to find what the company was called. It was on the business channel. I'll have a look at it again because there was some wicked stuff from that. And one thing that you can take from one industry and put into yours is if you find out ways to take things from other industries and what's going well and find a way to produce it into your business, you will then literally change up a lot of things and you'll get massive points of differences as well, okay? So that's why I watch the business channel and I listen to all this sort of stuff, because you can get little nuggets of gold that can enable you to be able to do things slightly differently to what everybody else is doing in the industry. So these are my thoughts on today. Let me know your thoughts below as well. And if you guys have questions, whether you're watching the replay or whether you're watching this live, if you got questions, I'll answer them here for you as well. Okay. Remember, guys, remember this one thing. If you do not fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So every single day you must get out there. Every single day you must take action. Every single day you must make it happen. And remember to be the warrior. I'll see you all very, very soon. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock Perth Western Australia time. And speak to you then.